District 40 podcast, where voices unite, stories inspire, and leadership comes to life. We bring you the conversations, insights, and laughter that fuel our journey as communicators and leaders. And now, join your hosts, Althea Latang, Derek Boyer, Angela Norman, and Johnny Randolph. Together, they're ready to share, inspire, and empower right here on the District 40 podcast. Welcome to the District 40 podcast, where voices unite, stories inspire, and leadership comes to life. We bring you the conversations, insights, and laughter that fuel our journey as communicators and leaders. And now, join your hosts, Althea Latang, Derek Boyer, Angela Norman, and Johnny Randolph. Together, they're ready to share, inspire, and empower right here on the District 40 podcast.
Well, good evening, District 40 Toastmasters and friends. Welcome to our April podcast episode. My name is Althea Latang, and with me this evening is our phenomenal podcast team. We've got Johnny Randolph, Angela Norman, and the birthday boy, Derek Boyer. Woo-hoo!
Oh, it's his birthday?
Yes, it is. 56 today.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Can you make it?
Derek?
Wow.
Oh, are you okay? Is it past your bedtime?
No, it's not. I am happy to be 56 because many people don't see 56.
That's right.
You're right.
We should all say happy birthday, Derek.
Happy birthday, Derek.
Thank you. Wait, don't get us kicked off of YouTube. Don't sing the song.
No, I'm not gonna.
Just happy birthday. That's it.
I'm not going to sing. I'm so happy that you decided to spend your birthday with us.
Oh, of course. Where else would I be but the D40 podcast on my birthday?
Right.
Right. Yeah, y'all know, like, that's a new slang now. The young kids are saying it's like a compliment. They say, you the birthday.
No, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, it's a new thing. Like, yeah.
That's
Google it.
I'm gonna text Isaiah tonight. You the birthday. See what
Right. He'll know what you mean.
what is it?
I remember when the goat started and my kids would like send me something that said you're the goat, and I'm like, are they making fun of me? And I don't know what this means. Like, why am I getting goat emojis? It's got to be an insult, right? Like,
Hilarious.
You put your kids on punishment even for disrespecting.
the
and it was
one
a
time
compliment,
they were complimenting me.
and they were complimenting you.
One time.
That's hilarious. All right, friends, as we do every podcast episode, we start off by reading our mission statement. And our mission is to educate and to entertain our listeners and viewers by providing a positive and supportive experience to help our listeners and viewers develop stronger leadership and communication skills. I'm going to kick things over to Angela to share with everyone our word of today.
So guys, I'm having a little trouble here at home lately. I'm sorry about my background, but the word of the day is catalyst. We're talking about leadership, catalyst. We're talking about leadership today. We're talking about a lot of things, mentorship, a lot of things coming up with the retreat. Catalyst means something or someone that sparks a change.
Mm-hmm.
So let's keep that in mind as we go throughout our podcast today.
Will do. Yeah, we are embarking on a major change within District 40. And we are a little under, 3 months to the end of the program year. And we're going to be transitioning to a new district.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, we had the opportunity to attend our last District 40 business meeting, where we got to hear some great information about the upcoming district and how things will be aligned, as well as the election of our first ever District 215 leadership team, our trio. And while there were some challenges with the election process, I am happy to know that
we got through it.
We were able to get through it successfully. It was definitely an experience that's going to go down in the book. So congratulations to our new trio for District 215. District Director-elect, I can't even talk right now. District Director-elect Renee Mitchell, Program Quality Director-elect David Hill, and Club Growth Director-elect Judy Kinney, excuse me. So congratulations to all of those members that were elected by your peers to serve in the inaugural year of District 215. I'm sure they'll be the catalyst to a lot of change coming through in our district, our newly formed district.
I kind of want to know what happened because you are laughing so hard you can't even speak.
Man, that thing started at 8 o'clock. It literally didn't end till 11:30 p.m.
You know, it's a lot. Whenever you're doing it was a lot. So, and I will say, like, it took a lot of patience for everyone that was involved, just dealing with the questions and all the things that kind of came with the election process. So, kudos to all of that were involved in that process. It was a lot of patience through it.
Yeah. But we got through it. Yeah, we got through it. And the moderator was great. She demonstrated such patience and poise. Yeah, it was, well, we got through it.
We sure did. But you know what, District 40? I'm going to cut the banter short because we have a special guest this evening. And to introduce our special guest, I'm going to turn things over to our birthday boy, Derek Boyer, to introduce our special guest.
All right, thank you, out there.
Of course.
Is she on, or you want me to introduce her now while she's
in the room? We want you to start right now, sir. You're
all
on.
Right. Our special guest tonight is Jenny Lee Taylor, DTM of Cayuga Falls, Ohio. She is a leader, a strategist, and storyteller who believes leadership is built through intention, practice, and connection. Her work spans hospitality, marketing, and leadership development, but at the center of everything she does is a simple belief. People grow when they are given the spaces to try, learn, and be heard. Jenny Lee currently serves as a marketing manager for BWH Hotels, where she leads strategic marketing initiatives across multiple regions. Her work blends data-driven decision making making with human insight, ensuring that marketing efforts are not only effective but meaningful. She is also the founder of Core Engagement, a consulting and training firm she has led since 2011, focused on leadership, development, communication, and building cultures where people thrive. With a master's degree in management and leadership, Jenny Lee's career in hospitality includes leading large teams through periods of change and growth. Most notably, she helped guide a struggling hotel from the bottom tier of brand performance to the top 5% in under 2 years. Along the way, her leadership has recognized with the Susan L. Hamill Hospitality Person of the Year Award and the Connie Pride Merit Award. She is also a past board member of Broadview Heights Spotlights Theater and a member of Mensa International. A Toastmaster since 2007, she has served in leadership roles at the club, district, region, and international levels, gaining a deep appreciation for the organization's ability to develop confident communicators and thoughtful leaders. Okay. She currently serves on the Toastmasters International Board of Directors, where she works alongside fellow board members to help guide the organization's mission and future. Jenny Lee often reflects that Toastmasters played a pivotal role in shaping not just her skills, but her confidence and perspective as a leader. It provided a place to practice leadership before the stakes were high, to learn from missteps, and to grow alongside others on similar journeys. For her, Toastmasters represents what leadership development looks like when it's grounded in encouragement, accountability, and real-world practice. Through her work and service, Jenny Lee continues to champion the idea that leadership is not reserved for a select few. It is developed over time, strengthened through experience, and sustained by community. Please help me welcome Jenny Lee.
Woo!
Thank you. We should have put that in AI and said, make this shorter.
But you've done so many great things. I didn't want to cut it down for you.
That's right.
Give you all done a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And hello, District 40 family.
Welcome.
Hello.
We're going to jump right into it, Jenny. I have a couple of questions for you. So you've held many leadership roles, as I just read, at nearly every level: club, district, region, and now internationally. Looking back, what was the moment when you realized Toastmasters was shaping not just your speaking ability, but who you were becoming as a leader?
The first time I lost an election.
Mm.
It's not about the titles, it's not about the positions, it's about what happens when things don't go the way you plan, when a speech doesn't go the way you think it's going to go, when you have everything planned in your head, the path is clear, well lit, fully functioning, and oh wait, life happens.
Mm.
It's how you respond to that, and realizing that everything I had done in Toastmasters had prepared me for that moment.
Wow. That's great, because sometimes we'll look at a loss and think negatively, where you turn the loss into something that achieved even greater than actually winning. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
This next question I have for you is kind of near to me because I'm an introvert. Many members join Toastmasters because they have potential, but they doubt themselves. What would you say to members who have leadership abilities but keep sitting on the sidelines waiting to feel ready?
I get it. It's the same thing that I say to Toastmasters who maybe think about quitting the organization. Everyone has that moment where they think, does this really matter? Is this really serving me? Does that next step really have a purpose? And to everyone, whether you're thinking of taking that next step, giving that next speech, paying that next dues cycle, I think being very intentional with what you do with that next, whatever that next is for you.
Right.
Only think of that one next step, role, speech, do cycle. Don't think of the greater picture, the bigger what if. Only think of it in that little next, and it helps you overcome that introvert, that fear, that I can't, I won't, I shouldn't.
Right.
And just think of it in that next.
I like that. I'm reading this book again, Atomic Habits, and he talks about that a lot in that book as well. I like that.
I love that book.
That book is great.
James Clear, it's so great.
Well, I have one more question for you, Jenny Lee. When people work for Jenny Lee Taylor, what do you hope they walk away feeling or becoming because of that experience?
Whenever I prepare a presentation or go into a conversation, my preparation is, what do I want that interaction, what do I want that person to think, feel, or do when they walk away? The same thing happened when I was elected into this position on the board. People asked, okay, how do you know if you were a success? I want people to know that they were heard and that they feel valued. Because I think right now, especially in this world, people don't feel valued. They don't feel heard.
Very true.
Is everything going to change? No. Is anything going to change? Maybe not. But as long as people feel heard and valued, that's what matters to me.
I get that too. Working, for corporate America, you don't always feel valued, especially in a big company. So I appreciate what you were sharing there. I'd like to turn it over to Angela. She has a couple of questions for you as well.
Hey, how you doing today?
Fabulous. How are you?
You know what? Fabulous now, you know? It took it was a long road to get to fabulous, but yeah, let's go with fabulous. Heck yeah. I had the pleasure of listening to your and Johnny's interview earlier today, and I heard you reference Brene Brown and a lot of really good leadership, like leadership style words, like you said, never vent down. That was a saying that I really took away from that. You also said, you guys were talking about, I just want people to hear this just in case they didn't hear that. I can't juggle, but I can probably tap dance. So as far as your leadership style, you seem very authentic. I am personally going through, I have one more speech left to give for my level to my second path. That is communication style. So you're obviously a great leader because of all the wonderful things I've heard you say. But one thing in as far as communication style and leadership that I'm selfishly going to ask your advice for, how at your level do you get comfortable with conflict and how do you handle that? Because I'm sure everybody, I mean, Toastmasters, everybody's wonderful and great and positive and wonderful to be around, but maybe there's a conflict here or there. How do you handle that at your level?
Conflict is not always negative. And I think that is the first thing that we have to realize. When someone says the word conflict, the first thing that crosses everybody's mind is, ooh, negative, ooh, friction, ooh, two magnets, boom.
Yeah.
Conflict is not necessarily negative. It is two forces that have a difference. And it's realizing that those differences aren't bad, aren't evil, that someone didn't wake up in the hopefully didn't wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I want to disagree with Jenny Lee Taylor today. I want to make her day as bad as possible. So I always assume, at least I try, positive intent. And I go into any conversation assuming positive intent. And I know that my point of view may not be correct. I know that that comes as a shock to a lot of people. My point of view may not be correct. So I assume positive intent. I listen to the other side and I try to communicate through it because it's not a negative and I may just learn something along the way.
Yeah, I think that's great. And I'm in IT. So if there's opposing views, if I'm the only voice in the room, it's like, this is kind of scary if everybody's just like being quiet and agreeing with me. That's how you come up with creative solutions and get somewhere, right? And become more efficient. But I also wanted to say, like at your level of leadership, how can you make sure, I'm trying to think about leadership in a way where once you're at a certain level, how do you stay plugged in and kind of measure results to see if, for one, if you're aligned, like if your leadership is aligned with your vision, and then two, like how do you measure the results of that?
It's not putting yourself in an empty room. It's having mentors. It's having people that you trust that you can bounce things off of. I am married to an engineer. I may not always think in a logical straight line. I like to think in colors and swirls and lots of sparkles and glitter. And sometimes I need to go to that logical civil engineer over there and say, hey, can I run this by you? He helps me think in a straight line. I also have mentors in business. I have mentors in Toastmasters. I have people who I trust and respect who don't keep me in a room by myself. And those people are invaluable no matter what level you're at. Find the people that you trust. Find your people. They will keep you grounded. They will help you to reach new heights. Mm-hmm. So if you are that logical, straight line thinker, they will help you think those glittery thoughts as well.
I love that because I feel like me and my husband are flipped on that. But I did say, because the mentors that I've had, or mentors I've just made my mentors and they don't know yet.
Correct.
I said that to the youth mentorship program that we just graduated. It's like my mentor, find mentors throughout your life that see something in you that you don't see and you want to explore. Like, find people that see something in you that you don't think you have, like, and just hold on to that and keep them close. So I love that. And as well as be able to trust if they're giving you valuable feedback.
Yeah.
I love that a lot. Now, I'm about to turn it over to Althea. She's got an interesting line of questioning for you today, but I'm going to jump on her parade because I already wrote this down a little bit. This is a would you rather.
It is a would you rather.
This is a would you rather do your next speech as a song or a stand-up comedy act?
Ooh.
Okay, so you don't have one. Good. Okay.
I would say a song. I did a one-woman show comparing my life to how I went through hotels as a general manager. So I would say a song, maybe a little let me entertain you moment. I would probably sprinkle some humor in there. It wouldn't be serious, but it would be a song. Although I don't know if I'm going to participate. I hear there's some karaoke.
I was going to ask you a song. I thought maybe
there might be some karaoke happening at the retreat.
Uh-oh.
Who knows?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're going to hold you to that. Your next speech is going to be a song at the retreat. Everybody show up. Get your tickets.
Still time to register. Sorry, Renee.
Yes. All right, let's hand it over to Althea. It was great talking to you. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Angela. Jenny Lee, again, welcome to our podcast. And before I get into the would you rather questions, I wanted to share with you our word of today is catalyst. Our word of the day is catalyst. So, as Angela mentioned, we've been asking you all these great questions about communication, about leadership, but I want to take a quick little pause just to ask you some questions so that our viewers and listeners can learn a little bit more about you. So these are kind of all centered around Toastmasters, and there's no wrong responses here. So the first would you rather... And I think I walked in on this conversation with you and Johnny when I came on the call. But would you rather give a speech with no notes or read every word from a script?
Absolutely no notes. I am giving several presentations this week, and I have notes. I've prepared for all of them. I can't. I don't want to use notes. I like to speak off the cuff.
Yeah. And we have a lot of members that are still trying to navigate those waters and figure out, yes, I have my notes as kind of a thing to kind of help me stay, on track. But sometimes we can rely on the notes too much. Would you happen to have any tips or tricks for folks that are finding it really difficult to get away from those speaker notes and being able to give that speech off the cuff?
First of all, there is nothing wrong with using notes.
Nope.
absolutely nothing wrong with using notes. Not everybody's goal is to be note free.
Mhm.
I think that if your goal is to be note free, a good stepping stone to move to that is to have note cards with bullet points.
Mhm.
Start with memorizing your opening and your conclusion.
Yeah.
And then read the body. You know your story. I know that every word you select is super important and impactful.
Mhm.
I know. I know you have
It's not.
agonized.
Yeah, right.
I know you have agonized.
Right.
My poor husband, when he first started speaking, he is a Toastmaster of almost 15 years as well. When he first started speaking, he had to memorize every single word because it was
Because
so
they sound so good. They just sound
So
so
good.
great.
so good. And I think the catalyst for him to stop doing that was he forgot one word towards the end
Messed
of
it
his
all up.
speech. And he stood there for
Yep.
4 minutes because he had to, in his mind, go back to the
See it,
beginning
boom,
and
boom, boom,
repeat
boom, boom.
the speech in his head. And the poor evaluator, who was a woman who meant well in her evaluation, said, you know, if that was me standing there looking like that for the entire time, I would have run out of the room screaming, but you just stood there and you did such a great job. I don't know what I would have done. And she meant
That's
well.
not a
She was
compliment.
lovely. She was lovely. I adored the heck out of that woman. But I think that is what switched his mind to be like, maybe
Yeah.
every word, not so important.
Right. That is hilarious. I couldn't imagine standing there for 4 minutes just in complete silence as I'm trying to play back my script in my head. That's
Super awkward.
I'm
Super
sure.
awkward.
I'm sure. Well, kind of along the same lines of evaluations, I have another would you rather. So, would you rather, Jenny Lee, receive brutally honest feedback or only positive but vague feedback?
Even though I have cried because of an evaluation before,
Ooh.
I would rather have brutally honest, supportive feedback. You are never going to get better if you only receive positive feedback. Now, at the beginning, yes, it helps an intimidated speaker get up a second time.
Mhm.
There is a time and a place for that super positive, glowing feedback. But I'm not going to grow if I'm only told I'm amazing.
Yeah, arguably, I feel that the evaluation portion of the meeting is the most important part, right? To your point, that's how we grow. That's how we are able to see those blind spots and get that feedback and become better. But I'm curious because you did share that you got an evaluation that made you a little emotional. So, what was the catalyst that you got or took away from that particular evaluation that helped you become a better speaker the next time you spoke after that evaluation?
It was very early on in my Toastmasters career, and it was fairly harsh. The feedback was very pointed, and another member came up after the meeting and said, that probably wasn't the best Toastmasters experience and was not in the Toastmasters mindset.
Yeah.
Let me reframe that feedback for you in a different way.
Wow.
And that helped me see Toastmasters differently, the meeting differently, and the evaluation portion differently.
Yeah. That's really important because a lot of times we end up losing a lot of our members because of that brutally honest feedback, right? But I think it also has a place and a time, especially for someone that's newer in their journey with Toastmasters. It's really important to provide that support. So I'm glad they were able to come and help you kind of recover through that too. So, all right, another would you rather question. Would you rather run a meeting that goes over time or one that ends 15 minutes early?
Can I say it depends?
Absolutely.
I think that if the meeting runs over because people are engaged, people are participating, people are actively in the Toastmasters program all day, every day. If it is under time, but we continue with fellowship and connection and questions and what we call in one of my clubs Toastmasters After Dark, where we continue to be a club together, then that would be my option.
Yeah, it needs to be purposeful. I agree with you. Absolutely.
Maybe alcohol.
Yeah.
It depends on the culture of the club.
I mean, afterwards, yeah.
Or during, it depends on the culture of the club.
I've never been in a meeting with alcohol. Actually, that would be interesting.
Yes, some clubs meet at local establishments that serve certain
beverages, right? Okay.
And chicken wings. Can we have alcohol and chicken
man? Oh, that's the inside joke at me. Wings are my thing.
Yes.
That's my thing.
I learned something new.
They're my thing.
Yes, wings are Johnny's support animal.
They are. They are.
I feel bound for the chicken. Not very supportive.
I can't turn them down. I just can't. I just like I've turned down a drink before. I've never turned down wings before.
All right, I got a couple more questions for you here. Would you rather be completely blank during table topics or go wildly off topic?
Oh, wildly off topic. There are no rules in table topics. I can lie. I can go off topic. There is no table topics jail. And it teaches other members that there are no rules. The only point is to get up and speak.
Yes. I was going to ask you for a tip or a trick that you can offer someone who is deathly afraid of impromptu speaking. What has worked for you in the past?
Make it up. Make it. It does not matter what you say. No one is going to fact check your table topic.
That is true. That is true. All right, I got a leadership would you rather question, Jenny Lee. So would you rather lead a struggling club or maintain a highly performing club?
That's hard. Obviously, if you are doing everything that you are supposed to do, if the members are getting what they need, then the club is going to perform well. That is the sign that members are getting what they need. I think it is probably even as rewarding to lead a struggling club through the struggle. So as long as they can come out through the struggle, I would take that option because it shows how much work a club can do as long as the members get what they need.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, a lot of times it's hard to stay when it's difficult, when it's a challenge, when members aren't showing up for club meetings or the same individuals are covering the same roles every meeting. So
or three roles every meeting.
Or three. Absolutely. Yeah. So, what word of advice would you offer clubs that may find themselves in those situations where they're struggling to get members to be engaged and do roles and complete their paths and help them earn their DCP goals?
Ask for help. You're not in it alone. This is an international organization. Just because you have a club bubble with a few members showing up, you have an area, you have a division, you have a district, you have an international organization with members all over the world. You don't have to do it alone. There are resources out there that can help. And just because you've always done it a certain way, there may be another way to help. expanding.
Well, those were all of the questions I had for you, Jenny Lee. Thank you so much for entertaining us with your responses. And I'll kick things over to Johnny to close out our interview segment.
Okay, well, Ms. Jenny Lee Taylor, I want to give you an opportunity to sell yourself, right? You are the keynote speaker for the District 40 retreat. So for all those people out there that have purchased tickets, they're coming in from all over District 40. What can they expect from your keynote address and your learning session?
Well, first of all, leading up to the retreat, if you go to the Facebook page, there is a road show. I am in Dayton right now. I'm going to be in Cincinnati. I'm going to be in Columbus. I am all over the district. Wendy is driving me all over the state. There are opportunities to connect even before we get to the retreat.
Okay.
But let me tell you, there is no sleep until the retreat.
Okay.
There will be no sleep
to
until
the
after
retreat.
the retreat.
All right.
However,
Until after the retreat.
I'm on vacation next week.
To recover from the retreat. Got it.
To recover from the retreat. I'm going to New York City to recover from the retreat. The city that also doesn't sleep. Friday night, there is fun. There is karaoke. I will be there for that. My keynote session, Leadership Unfolded. It is how you connect with others. There may be an interactive origami section to my keynote. And then on Sunday, I switched things up. I was going to do an education session, but I just want to have a conversation with you. I want you to come with your leadership questions. It can be about Toastmasters. It can be about the changes that are going to be happening, because I know that can be scary. It can be intimidating. What's going to happen? I may not be able to answer everything, but I will be as transparent and open as I can be. I want to have that conversation. It will be moderated by Karen Isaacs. You know
Karen
her, you love her from
She's great.
District 40.
Karen is great.
Yeah.
She's a longtime friend of mine. So the two of us are going to be up there having a conversation with all of you. Please be there. I can't wait to see you in person this weekend.
Okay. So a follow-up question. You mentioned that there might be some karaoke. So what's the karaoke song that Jenny Lee Taylor just clears everybody out, grabs the microphone, and belts it out? What's that karaoke song?
I Will Survive.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Because no matter what happens, District 40, you will survive. You will get through whatever struggle you have. If you don't want to get up for table topics, if you're not sure about that next leadership position, I promise you will survive.
Absolutely. Nice. Absolutely. And as you are an international director and you go around to clubs from all around the world speaking, what's a final message you want your audience to take away about this organization that we all are so proud to be a part of?
Yeah, I think that we have an amazing opportunity to create an experience within our clubs. Don't forget that we change lives each and every day. We change our own lives by participating in this organization.
Yeah. Yeah. Change our lives, and we change other people's lives as well. Yeah. And who knew, right? When you come in, you pay your little $60, the life-changing impacts that this organization would have on you. Mm-hmm. Many of us didn't know what we were getting into when we walked in.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is all that I have. Does anyone else have any questions? Oh, we've got people in the chat. We got a couple people. Okay. Does anyone in the chat have a question for our keynote speaker at the District 40 retreat? I don't see anybody typing anything. So, okay.
Someone encouraged you, Jenny Lee, to take a break after the road show.
Yes.
My husband and I are seeing 6 Broadway shows in 4
Oh,
days.
nice.
I'm not
In
quite
4
sure
days?
that
Wait a
Sorry?
minute. I thought you were.
That's not a break.
Yeah, that's not a break at all.
She's gonna be sleeping.
So what? Hold
in
on.
the
All right, we gotta
Broadway
hear. We gotta hear the itinerary again. What are we seeing? What are we seeing?
Okay, so we're seeing Fear of 13, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Death of a
Oh.
Salesman.
Oh,
class.
Willie Loman in the group. Ah.
Nathan Lane is in that. I am so excited. Oh, Mary. Spelling Bee.
Oh,
Wow.
Nice.
And I forget the 6th.
nice. That's amazing.
I'll remember
Very
it by
nice.
this weekend.
That's a big
Did
idea.
I-
Me and ask.
Did I hear you had theater background?
I do. I've been on the stage since the age of 6, off and on.
Nice.
I love that.
Amazing. Well,
Yeah, I'm not seeing any questions in the chat, so I guess we're good to go there.
all right,
Thank you
so-
guys so much for having. This is so much fun. I will
Thank
come
you for
back
being here.
anytime. This is great.
Yeah,
Be our guest, and we will see you this weekend at the retreat.
Yes.
yeah. Everybody, go out there, check the Facebook page out, and see where she is going to be
Yes.
on the road show. And if for some reason you are a terrible person and you didn't come to the conference or the retreat, if for some reason you didn't do that, you can connect with Jeannie Lee on the road show. Yes, I'm judging you. There's still time to get tickets. So if you don't get it, I'm judging you.
Okay,
Is-
selfishly, Jenny Lee, when are you going to be in Cincinnati? I heard you had like kind of a.
I think it's tomorrow.
What's
Tomorrow's
Wendy's in charge of my
Columbus.
driving. I
Tomorrow's
just
Columbus. Probably Thursday,
drive.
Cincinnati.
Maybe Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
there's something
Thank you.
Thursday night, but also Friday morning.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Go to go to the Facebook group,
page.
and it's
I-
got all of the links and stuff.
Entire itinerary is there.
Yes.
I just let Wendy drive me.
She's just
wherever I
like, yeah,
need to.
wherever Wendy drops me off at, that's where I'll speak.
Give me caffeine. I'm cool.
Yes.
Correct. And Ashley knows that I drink Celsius, so apparently I'm stocked.
Okay.
You're in good hands.
Absolutely.
Goodness.
We'll have fun. Enjoy District 40, and we'll see you on this weekend.
Perfect. Looking forward to it.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
See y'all.
All right. Well,
See
are we
y'all
signing off
soon.
or?
We can. We can. We absolutely can. So again, Jenny Lee Taylor, amazing international director. We're looking forward to a great retreat weekend, District 40. All of the details regarding the retreat and the roadshow this week, please visit our Facebook page or District 40 website for all those details. There is still time for you to attend the retreat. If you're still thinking about it, you don't want to be judged by Johnny. Okay.
Judged by Johnny. Oh my
Judged
God.
by
that's a
Johnny,
show.
not the podcast.
That's a
Just judged by
show
Johnny.
or a
Right.
podcast.
Judged by
Judged
Johnny.
by Johnny.
Let's make that distinction by Johnny. But you still have time to sign up to attend again our last conference retreat
Yes.
in District 40. Let's be a part of
Mhm.
history. Let's have some fun doing karaoke with Jenny Lee. Hopefully, we'll see you this weekend. And with that, our podcast team bids you farewell until next time. Have a good evening, District 40.
Bye. Happy
Bye.
birthday,
Everybody.
Derek.
Happy birthday, Derek.
Bye.